Hello and welcome to part 177. Like usual, check the description for any timestamps you might be interested in. Otherwise, thanks for sticking around for the play-by-play. Let's just chop down a few trees here near the entrance, clean this up a little bit. Growing. What about this one? Growing. Got a few here. Okay. Got a few things planned today. We're going to keep digging out this area here on the west side. Going to try to get this filled in with water. This is going to be our bay. Going to try to expand out the graveyard here on the southwest. But more importantly, we're going to start the video off by hopefully opening this water tunnel here. Let's go down a little bit, down these layers. Right. Tunnel is dug out. Okay, who should do the honors? It's night shift. Let's scroll down. Will you do this for us, Will? All right, predictions. It will go smoothly. No one will drown. The water will fill in. And it will fill this area completely, and it won't actually empty out. Those are my predictions. It won't drain the water down. It might fill that area and, leave the map as an exit point, but I don't think it's going to interrupt any of the other water in this area. Okay, Will is here. Let's make sure Will doesn't drown. Guess we can lower the layers a little bit, get a view of the water passing through. Okay, Will, hopefully you can get to safety. All right. Get this taken apart. And the water is flowing. Perfect. It was flowing. There it is. Okay, get this taken apart. All right, it's a good start. Okay, it's filled. Let's take a look on the southwest here. Yeah, doesn't look like this water is draining out or anything. Right, no weird water magic we have to worry about. Okay. Shout out to Prince of Persia there for the suggestion. I didn't think of it, so thank you for the idea. Looks like it worked. Awesome. Okay, let's see. Morning shift. Let's go find someone who is not hungry. Maybe we can assign them to work on this. Okay, and ideally they don't get trapped. It's this one I'm the most worried about. I suppose over here, if we take this apart, you know, they'll either be up here and they'll take it apart, or they'll swim down here and then they'll just swim out. But if you are over here, I guess they can just swim out this way. But I worry if they swim under this tunnel that they might drown under here. Right? Like the water covers that completely. It's not like there's a little bit of air under there for them to breathe, right? Can I look under there? How do I set the camera to that height? Let's see. Can I lock it? Layer 7? Is that the plan? Did I go too far? Yeah, we're back this way. I guess still too high up to see properly. Let's see. No, we don't want to lock to 5. Lock to 6? That works. Yeah, it looks like the water is really high up there. Okay, but we had this taken out with no issue. Yes, let's go fill this in with soil slowly. And we can do the same on the further south side. This was also taken out. Okay, a little bit of soil, a little bit at a time. This looks nice. Glad this worked. These trees are going to slowly die in here, I believe. Yeah, their hit points are dropping. Okay. Well, that's being worked on. Let's return to the southwest. Take a peek. How much dirt do we have available? 82. Guess this should get filled in no problem then. Let's take a look in this pit here. Looks like we had some progress. Let's get this filled in. And let's see. 7 in the morning. What are you working on, Garwolf? You're gardening. Let's get you to work on this bottom piece. And Jeva, you are scheduled for entertainment there. Leisure time. Let's get you to work on this instead. And let's see. We can move this over a little bit here. Now we're still using this little walkway here, so we're going to want to leave this open. But we can get this put in. We'll be able to fit some more grave markers here. We need to check these while we're here. I think some of these might have been put in ahead of time, but yeah, that one was. Let's get these other 4 checked. Okay. Perfect, that was filled in. Let's get these side pieces added in. And let's see, what are you working on now? Gardening? Let's interrupt that again. And you can just grab someone else here. You're hauling a stockpile. Instead of you hauling a stockpile, let's get you to construct. Get those bottom ones worked on first. And let's see if we can get some dirt picked up. 91 dirt. Okay. And looks like here that ladder was taken down. We can get this dirt mined out here. Still mining a fair bit. We won't assign any more digging here for now. Okay, ideally we get all these bottom ones finished first, and we can assign another layer out here. And they can always reach the top ones from the top layer. Let's increase that speed. And we'll see if anyone's running away here. We'll get them to focus on the task at hand. I'm looking here and it's saying I have low silver, and I'm realizing that I have a lot of ingots because we turned all our silver into silver ingots. Okay, we got Aiken here to help out a little bit before you run off. Okay, well, let's assign some more work here. We have the dirt available. This section is pretty much done. Do want to get the rest of this finished, though. Okay, we can work on these while we're here, but we can also add in a lot more. And Holden, you can just work on this piece. Oh, maybe not. Someone's assigned. Okay. It's excellent. Slide all these dirt pieces into place. Okay. You can reach these from the top, so let's add in these bottom pieces. And we have a merchant. Friendly visit. Okay, we'll trade with them soon. And that does remind me, let's go take a look at our prisoners. We have one more through the pipeline, 17%. We did have 2 join us, I believe, last episode. I am kind of a little bit regretting not dealing with that prison caravan that arrived not too long ago. I guess let's add your wise. We'll add you. You have the wise perk. We'll put them in the pipeline. Let's take a look here. Not quite done. Let's see if we can get you to just finish this. Okay, then we'll add the next one. Okay, let's go take a look further south. This one still hasn't been put in. Let's see if we can just assign someone manually to work on this. Oh, okay. Someone's going to work on it now. Maybe we'll assign someone to this one. Oh, you know what? We probably don't have dirt on hand. Oh, we do have dirt on hand. Okay. Jeva's working on this. Okay. Great. Don't have to worry. Let's see. While we're here, maybe we can just mine out the surface area of all this salt that's here as well. Just to get a little bit more cleaned up out here. Let's go attach this in here. Right, that's dirt. Okay. Is the merchant inside our compound now? They are. Okay. Let's go grab Foxy here. We're going to go barter. Another thing coming out in the full release, I believe there's a treasury department or a treasurer role. Someone pretty much in charge of our finances and bartering. I believe that's another win condition. It's a trading to victory. Okay, let's ask them about travels before we trade. Bandit camp. 17 distance. Okay, well, let's go and barter. What did they bring for us? Gold coins, maybe? Maybe meals? Okay. Hey, flawless. That looks good. Okay. Let's start off by getting their coins. They brought a ballista. Interesting. Steel shields that are fine. Let's get those. Fine iron mail helmets. We're going to pass. These are made out of silver, but they're flawless. I'll take them. Fine light helmets. Why not? We have archers that use light helmets. Iron tower shield. We'll pass on that. Pass on these sturdy throwing axes, and we'll pass on those bolts. Now, this is Tunstead. What should we trade to them? Should we get rid of our masks? Let's see. We will put things alphabetical. And let's see if we can find items that are grouped up. Maybe we can get rid of some lower quality items. Like good items here. We can get rid of these good shields. Now, we do have to give them quite a lot of value. Maybe we'll pass on the bucklers for now. See what else we have as we go down our list. Gambesons. We have a lot of gambesons. We don't use these. Maybe we'll get rid of a few while we're here. Maybe anything that's just under 50 gold value. Now, if these are under 50, I'm assuming their hit points are lower. Okay. They have space still. We're doing okay for the value. We knocked down quite a lot that we owe them. Okay, we got a few flawless up here. That's good for the Gambesons for now. Let's go down this list. We'll see if we have anything else similar that we can get rid of. Ah, perfect. Fine hatchets. Are there any steel ones here? What's the DPS on this? 660? You know what? Let's keep the steel ones. I assume those are going to be the ones that have higher value. That's iron, for example. This one is steel. Okay. So we'll get rid of these lower value ones. And then these are flawless, so we'll keep those. Now, they're willing to accept that. So maybe we'll just accept this trade. We're getting rid of some armor and weapons we're not using. We're getting more weapons. Slightly better than what we're selling. Some helmets. Some shields. A little bit of gold. Alright, 8 alignment. Let's go take a look. 100% friendly. Let's see. Get this urgently hauled. And while we're in the area, I feel like we've been ignoring the apple orchard for a while, so let's turn on the trees and let's zoom in here. Let's take a look at our trees. We can harvest some of these. We can get rid of some of these bushes. Got a dead one. Another dead one. That's a field maple. We're going to chop you down. We don't want a field maple here. Okay. Let's go take a look on the other side of the walkway here. That's fruitless. We're going to chop you down. Sapling, but that's an oak tree, so we're going to chop you down. Another oak tree. Let's chop that down. Another field maple here. That's budding. This is ripening. Let's see. That's ripe. Another ripe one. Budding. Ripening. Let's see. Sapling. Flowering. Okay, not bad. Let's take a quick look around this corner. Fruitless. Let's get you chopped down. Do we look at this one? Flowering. Okay. Okay. Oh, we don't want to deconstruct. What we want to do is we want to go mining. I guess we'll take a look here. We'll mine out this area. Okay. Okay. This will assign more and more here. We got quite a bit to mine out. Okay. A lot of dirt to still be assigned here. What do we have? 102? Definitely need more dirt. Let's get this little piece mined out here. And if we're going to be turning this into a bay, we are going to need to mine these minerals out. So let's start mining that out a little bit. And we should probably get these collected out of here too. 3,000 limestone though. We don't have a place to put that. You know what? Let's get some of these statues installed. I guess we didn't sell any of these. I didn't check if they were sturdy or not. Or flimsy, but I guess they're all in good condition. Okay. Let's go assign some statues. We get these moved. And we also have some up here. These are the same ones, right? Okay. Oh, wrong spot. Okay. It'll look a little bit nicer. And let's go put these out. Let's see what kind of statues these are. Let's see. Holding something in your hand there. I think a scroll. Or is that the same as this? Let's put you here. I think that's the same. Let's see. That's 2 statues. You have the gourd, I believe. Put you over there. You have your hand together in prayer, or no? You look like you're holding something as well. Let's put you over here. And is that the last statue? No, there's a few more. Two more. Oh, don't want to put you there. Don't want to put you there either. Got that double clicking curse. Okay, put you here, and one more. Same kind. Throw you over here. Okay. Let's go take a look in our regular cellar here for storage. I feel like it's been a while since we took a look. Maybe we have some carpets here. We do have some rugs. Goat skin. Wondering if I should put this in here. These are gold, right? Maybe I can add some more fire in here. We have a few. Where would be appropriate, though? Here we have stairs. That side is somewhat empty. Maybe we can put them on that side. To have a little bit difference on one side, I suppose. And we'll also find a home for these. Let's see. Let's put them in front of the banner. Merchants are leaving. It's fine, we traded with them. Okay. There's room to walk around. Okay, good for them. Let's see what else is down here. More water vole pelts that are turned into rugs. Do we have room here in our gaming hall? Not really. This is polecat pelt. Maybe we'll leave that. That's linen. You know, I suppose we can just put this in the library. Whoa. We don't want to put that out there. Let's see. Maybe things are just moving too fast. Let's slow it down a little bit. Okay, we have, what, maybe 4 of these rugs? Let's put one in at the entrance. And I guess if we have more rugs, we'll just put them at the workstations there. This one is already assigned. Okay. Oh. Moved it a little bit too much. Okay, we'll have those side by side. And let's see. Yeah, we'll just put that right there. Right, they stand there. They stand there. This one stands there. Okay. A little bit more furnished. Excited for all the new activities and events you can host with all the new rooms and workstations coming out. Okay, let's go take a look on the south here. See if we can get some more of this dirt filled in. Me? Okay, no, that's the wrong spot. We don't want to go there. And who's available? Removing building. What are you removing? Oh, statues. Okay. It's a little bit suspicious at first. Okay. Let's go down this list. Praying. Okay, we can interrupt you. Go construct this, and let's take a look on the further south side and get some more dirt put in here. And I guess it doesn't really matter which side we fill here, since I guess there'll still be water here and they can swim out if needed. Okay, let's see. Drinking, let's assign you to fill, and we'll get you to fill this other one. Okay. And then we can take this apart as well, because they can just swim out as needed and climb up here. Okay. And we're not going to take this one out yet, just because that's the one that... Well, I guess they could swim out here if they need to. Okay. Let's add more soil in here to get filled. Okay. Let's go take a quick peek at that bear. How are you doing? 25%? Alright, last was a success. No one has been injured, which is good. Trying to tame the bear. And these fire traps really put in work here. Dung pile. Courtesy of the bear, probably. Okay. Let's get this soil picked up. 123 dirt. Nice. Let's get some more of this bay mined out. We'll mine out a little bit of this dirt on the inside. Let's take a peek at these resources. Looks like they're starting to get mined out a little bit. Let's add this one here to get mined out, and we'll also add these 4. Let's assign some more to get mined out here. Alright, chipping away at that slowly. Let's take a look here. Okay, we do have dirt available, but I guess we'll focus on this little pit area here. Get that filled in, and we can get this area filled in a bit too. Since this pit has been getting filled in, we can fill in the area around it. And we got room for another grave marker here. Let's do a quick peek. Are these all assigned? Yeah, so far. Okay. Let's take a look. Night shift should be waking up soon. Let's see. We can get a few that aren't hungry. Not hungry. Okay, we'll get you to work on this. Because anyone that is sleeping that's hungry, they're going to wake up and eat, so we'll pass. Yeah, I guess that's it for them. Okay, let's go look at day shift, and let's increase that speed a little bit. Let's send some day shifters out here, work on these bottom pieces. Someone's working on that. Okay. And you know what? Let's also work on these grave markers here. Metal item, you can wait a little bit. Okay, one more. Instead of tailoring, let's get you to work on this. Okay. Let's take a look on the south part here. Did this dirt and stairs get taken out? It did. Well, the dirt got put in, the stairs got taken out. We can slowly fill this in with soil. But I think what we'll do... Let's see if we can get this piece constructed first. We'll get you to work on this. The idea is like before. Hopefully they'll be standing here while they construct this. Then it'll seal off access to the rest of this. Then I can fill the rest of this with dirt, blueprint, and no one will have to walk in here to fill it in. They can do it from the top. We'll force them to. And then we can just assign this one last piece on the outside, which they can reach from the water. And that will stop anyone from getting stuck in here if I assign this whole area to be filled in with blueprints, so I don't have to worry about that. At least that's the way I play. I know that they have changed the logic of the settlers so they don't get trapped in such ways, but you know what, we can style this a little bit too, since these floor pieces are going to be put in. And let's see if we can get some people to work on this area. Okay. Well, that's assigned. Let's go take a peek. The northeast. I thought we assigned some dirt to get mined out here, but it's been a while since I've checked. Yeah, I'm not expecting them to really do much progress here if I keep assigning more work on the west side. Let's take a look at the northwest as well. We had a little bit we assigned here. Looks like that was mined away slightly. Okay, bear is doing well, 37%. See if we can get Night Shift to work on any of this over here. How are we doing for food? Feels like we're not making as much food as we're consuming. Okay, instead of crafting a metal item, let's send you out here to dig. You have a mining skill of 7. What about you? Mining of 5. Let's send you out to dig. And you have mining of 10. Let's get you out here as well. We'll focus on the 3 of you mining out this section here. We'll see how much we can get done before, I guess, they get tired. 4 or 5 a.m. rolls around. Maybe we'll increase that speed in order to get them here a lot faster. Okay. Will is here. Look at that smithing skill, 50. I guess that's why you make the metal items. You know what? I'm just going to select this area here, so it'll be easier for me to pick it for them to work on it. What is your mining skill? 5? Just slow that down a moment. Okay, 1 in the morning, they got time, well rested. Alright, good progress. Okay, I think I'll be able to get this area mined out with the 3 of them, as long as they're well rested. Okay, and I guess only one of you will have to mine out this last piece. Looks like you're the fastest. And we'll get you to pick up some dirt. And then Will, I'll get you to pick up the dirt on the bottom here. And then Philippa, you can pick up some dirt on the top here. Let's haul this away. And then they can go to bed. And let's just double click this. How much dirt do we have here? 34? I don't know if Will here will be able to grab all of that. But now that that has been mined away, we can kind of focus on this bottom area. So let's add another strip here to be mined out. Actually, you know what? Let's cancel this area here. We're going to focus on the bay. Okay. That piece mined out as well. And we can mine out some more on the inside here. Let's mine this out. Okay. Looks like the bottom area has been filled in here on the southwest. So we can add another layer. But before we go on, let's just take a look at how much dirt we do have. 68. Not a whole lot. I think we'll leave that for what we have available here right now. Let's get this filled in. And we'll continue on this inside corner here. Get that put together, and since we can reach that from the bottom, I guess we can just put this in here as well. And let's go look at who's available to work. Let's scroll to the top. Mining and digging, preparing food. Okay, all important things. Let's go down the list. Doesn't seem like anyone here I can interrupt. Let's go further down. Drinking. Can we interrupt you? And another person drinking. That one's already assigned. Let's go here, work on this one. And this one. You're enjoying entertainment. You can enjoy constructing. But it looks like someone is already assigned. So let's move you down. I guess that needs to be chopped down. You know what? We also need to chop this one down. So I guess we'll get you to chop this. Oh, you have it turned off. Well, no problem. Someone else can get to it. Let's see. Are any of these mature or dead? Let's chop these down. We'll have to free up this space here in the future. Hopefully this will help from more trees growing in. Okay, I'll chop those down for now. Let's return to the south. Did this get put in the way I wanted to? Perfect. And no one got trapped in here because I wasn't keeping an eye on it. So what we can do, I'm going to assign the soil in. And let's go take a look further here to the north. How's this doing? Okay, we can get salt mined out here. In fact, this is all salt here. Let's just mine out this strip. And we'll replace that soon. And then this is already dirt, so let's go and add in the floor here. And let's change this. Looks like we can get rid of this now. Let's take these stairs apart. Can you do that while you're here? Can you deconstruct this? Alright. Now, I'm going to have same idea as further on the south. We're going to put a soil in here. And what time is it? 13 hours? Okay, Roderick, let's get you to work on this. Oh, you have it turned off. Okay, well, let's find someone who doesn't. Let's see. Rusty? Rusty. Okay, now we want to make sure Rusty doesn't get trapped. We're going to try to keep an eye on this area. Or maybe we can keep an eye on Rusty. Rusty is hungry. Ravenous. Now, from my understanding, they are changing, I guess, the food rules in 1.0. Making food is going to be more complicated. They have, I guess, primary and secondary ingredients from what I've read. I haven't spoiled too much of that for myself, so I guess I'm going to have to learn a lot when I start making another Let's Play series. I wonder if they have more cooking stations then. Different kinds. We'll see. I'm excited. Okay, so Rusty is not actually going all the way to swim under there to reach this, which is great. Because that means I can copy this and I can put this pretty much on the left side here. And then also fill in all of these. And no one's going to have to go down. And then we'll fill in one more here after. And I guess we can fill in here as well since we mined that out. People are working on it. Okay. Alright, here on the southwest, looks like we filled in a lot of soil. That's good. Let's go add in some more here in the lower pit. That's pretty much filled in now. We can add in some more here. Reach that. Okay. Let's go take a look at all these graves. I know we had some new ones put in, but we probably have a lot here that are already checked off. Yeah, these two both need to be checked. Okay. That's ready. That's ready. What about you? Last one. Okay. All right, so these are sets of 5. We can start another column here. Well, off center. Oh. 2 in a row almost, right? Okay, well, if we do get raided, we'll have a lot more graves ready. And I guess we can put in a few here as well. Well, once more. Okay, looks like we are low on dirt. Have to get some more dirt mined out. So let's take a look here. see if we can start mining away some of these minerals. Okay. I guess we can start mining this from the inside and the outside here. Let's mine that, and let's work on more of this bay here. Whoops. That's too wide. We don't want to do that wide. Now, I do need to be careful. I am mining this out from both sides, but I don't want to flood this with water. Not yet. Okay, and this row, I believe 190 we are leaving. Yes, that is this row. So here, we're going to be mining out whatever resources, but we're going to leave the rocky soil here. I guess we only have a few more here to mine out, just these. And then the rest of this is dirt or rocky soil, which we'll end up filling with dirt. Okay. I guess we can fill this one in here. All right, and we'll stylize these to be facing just the one direction. No, not the wood pile. Okay. Let's go take a look at our statues. Do we got our statues put in on our temple? We're missing a few. I think we're missing 2 on the back end here. I don't have those particular statues available, I don't think. Let's go see if we can get some production started on those. Where is our table? Here we are. Let's go add another 10. We have a lot of raw limestone. How is our storage space? Looks like our limestone is full. Our clay has some room. Looks like we don't have the clay outside anymore. So let's change this storage space a little bit. Let's shrink this down. We'll shrink this down by 2 here. And let's expand this one. That way we'll be able to have a little bit more here. And you know what? Maybe we'll shrink this a little bit more here as well. I think that should work out. We are still making clay bricks. We did turn on that production recently, so that should clear up some space here soon. But in the meantime, we can get this picked up, hopefully, all this limestone. 3,628, wow. We have more on the way. You know what, I guess we have so much limestone. To think, a long time ago, we were trying so hard to trade for it, just so we could build up our walls. And now, I guess we could build up even bigger walls if we wanted to. It's a big investment. It's something everyone has to worry about when they start a playthrough, right? Let's get these trees chopped down as well. Clear the way over here. I don't think we can reach the ones up top. Let's not worry about the ones higher up, I guess. We'll leave those alone. Okay, while we're chopping trees down, let's go take a look near the entrance. Did any of these, excuse me, did any of these grow and mature? Okay. Looks like they did. Got a few. We're gonna be spending a lot of time chopping these trees down. Okay, I guess we'll leave that for now. Well, pretty much at the end of the video, so let's roll up everything. We got all the layers on. Let's see. Summer day 11, I guess we'll be doing our feast in the Great Hall soon. Alright, welcome to Recap and Planning for part 177. Like always, thanks for stopping by and supporting the channel. It's great to have you here. I appreciate it. Today, we unleashed the water in the water tunnel. This worked out beautiful. This was, I want to say, a lot easier than the water barrel plan. The water barrels, they worked for something small like this pond. That was relatively easy. But for a larger area like this, I think I would have needed like a lot more water barrels here. Or at least have them like actually set up next to this. But this tunnel system worked out well. I wonder if I could, clog up this tunnel and if that would cause the water to drain out. I guess we could always try that. We could always build a soil in here just to fill this in to test that out, see if this is actually an outlet. And thankfully it didn't cause this to dry out over here. I was worried it might, because I'm planning on having this turn into a bay. Making progress. The enemy will not be able to put their siege weapons down here once this is dug out. And I guess they'll still be able to put it in this area. This has been a popular corner, but we are mining this out. I guess the plan was to make this into a bay in the future once all this dirt was mined out. We need the dirt because we are expanding the graveyard out. So we'll see how far we can get before the end of the series. We're doing a lot better now that we decided not to mine out all the rocky soil here. We don't need the limestone. I think I had about over 3,000 limestone here, and I still have all this limestone just sitting here near the front of the base. I'm not a fan of, having just resources piled here, so I decided to move most of them. We still have our garbage out here. I never really made a garbage pit. I didn't really like the idea of having that inside the base. We do have, I guess, storage for some ash. I think we need that for painting. But besides that, I don't think I have storage space for anything inside the base. We added a few layers to the barn for storage, and it's been filled up relatively quick because we've been hoarding resources. Limestone, clay, all our different assorted ingots, plus the floor underneath and the floor under that. We got a ridiculous amount of hay. Got all our animals set up in here. I feel like the inside barn here works really well, and the amount of storage we have is great. Even the storage under here in the bunker turned out pretty well. These rooms are small enough. I think in the future I might do bigger rooms. I might do 4x6 instead of 4x5, just so I could fit 4 carpets in there. The 3x2 rugs a lot easier. I guess you could do a room that is 5x5 and you can put like a pillar in the center of the room. But I think that would look kind of weird. Like you'd have a bed and then just like a post kind of next to it. Also with the upcoming changes in 1.0, you're gonna have to move the beehives around. They're changing the way beehives work. And you can't have beehives close to each other. I think it makes it so they don't produce as much. So spamming all these beehives next to each other is going to be a thing of the past. Instead, we're going to need them kind of around our crops, maybe around our trees, maybe around both. I'm not sure how it counts, but we have a lot to learn. If we do get raided, we have graves popping up. Let's see. What do we have here at the moment? 13 graves? That's not a lot. I mean, if we take out, 50 of them, that's not even half. Well, we'll have more put in, and we do have dirt being mined out, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We didn't lose any corpses last time we were raided, except to the fire caused by the siege weapons and the traps. So we'll see. See how it goes next time, if we even get raided. Maybe we'll have one final raid before we call it lights out. But once again, video part 180 should be the last one for this series. Looking forward to ending it out and starting another run once 1.0 releases. Got a new plan for a new kind of base. We'll see. I'm not sure if I'll be playing on survival, because I think they're changing the difficulty modes as well. So we'll have to look into that. We'll see what it looks like. But we're excited. Hope to see you there. And once again, thanks for stopping by and supporting the channel. Thanks. Have a great one, everyone. Bye-bye.